If you are suffering from knee arthritis, you might have been told by your doctor that at some stage you're going to have a knee replacement. Now, I've got some good news for you. Fortunately, science has not been standing still. And over the last couple of years, there has been 5 really amazing discoveries that potentially in the future may help you avoid having a knee replacement surgery. Hi guys, my name is Alex Blazewski and I'm a physiotherapist from Growing Younger Fitness, and I've been working with people over 40 in private practice for over the last 21 years. So in this video today, I'm going to give you 5 recent medical discoveries that essentially provide you with alternatives to having a knee replacement surgery. So the first discovery comes from the field of genetics. So there was quite a big study done very recently. It was actually published just earlier this year. It was done in Germany, in Europe. And what they did is they studied genes, DNA, from over 2 million people with and without arthritis. Now, what they found is that there are sections of your DNA called DNA or gene markers. And these DNA markers are linked to having arthritis. So basically, if you have one of those DNA markers, it just means you're more likely to get arthritis. Now, on top of that, they found that these DNA markers, the way they manifest themselves is they produce the special type of protein, which actually then causes arthritis. Now, here's the really great thing. They found that there are a number of existing medical drugs that actually already known to target these proteins. So they help to deactivate these proteins that cause arthritis. In doing so, this actually helps to target the very source of the disease process. So the great thing about this discovery is that not only is just pain relief, which is what you normally get when you go and see your GP, your doctor, you usually get some kind of pain drugs, right? Just to mask the pain. But this invention may help, apart from giving you pain relief, it actually may help to modify the disease process right at the source. So it actually may help to slow down degeneration of your joints on a molecular level. So pretty amazing discovery. Now, another great thing about this as well is that so we're talking the drugs that are already tested. They're already known to be safe. So it's not like they have to go through multiple new trials to ensure that they are safe to use. I mean, these are existing drugs that are already being utilized. I think they're just going through the final stages of making sure that this intervention is ready to be rolled out on a big scale. So really promising results. Keep an eye out for it. Now, discovery number 2. So this discovery is very simple and yet extremely effective. So what the researchers have actually found is if you take a person with knee arthritis and you look at their knee alignment, and then you train them to walk a certain way depending on how their knee are positioned. So in most cases, it involves walking with your toes either in or out. Now, if you do that, it actually provides these people with significant pain relief. So the pain relief, according to the study, from walking this way is actually on the par with taking pain medication. So just imagine for a second, you're getting the same amount of pain relief from walking a certain way without putting more synthetic drugs into your body. Pretty amazing. So you get all the benefits without the side effects. Now, another amazing finding of this study is that they followed up these people for about a year. So those people who continue to walk this way for about a year, they look at their scans, they look at the x-rays of their knees, and they actually found that it also helps to slow down structural degeneration of the knee joint. So not only it gives you pain relief, but it also helps to slow down the breaking down of the cartilage inside your knee joint. So overall, really amazing results. Not only this type of treatment actually helps to reduce the pain levels, but also it helps to slow down the progression of arthritis inside your knee. Pretty amazing. Now, discovery number 3. So this one literally sounds like it's taken out of a sci-fi novel, okay? So what these researchers have found is that if you take a little piece of your cartilage from inside your nose and you take it to the lab and you grow it in the lab, and then you take that cartilage and implant it inside your knee where most of your arthritis damages inside your knee, people who participated in the study and had this done, 90% of them reported significant improvement in the pain level, mobility, as well as overall function. So mind-boggling results. Imagine in the future, by the way, this treatment is not yet available. It's still in the research stages. So we need to give it some time before this becomes widely available. But just imagine in the future, you might be able to do this kind of treatment, which is minimally invasive, instead of having your natural knee joint replaced by an artificial one. Okay, so you wouldn't have to go through all the surgical procedure with all the complications that come with it. So I would say this one is really a game changer. Discovery number 4. Now, this one is actually available right now. Okay, so it's a macroplasty partial knee replacement. Okay, so this one is an actual surgical procedure, but instead of replacing the whole joint, partial knee replacement only involves replacing a certain section of your knee joint that's most damaged. So in a lot of people with knee arthritis, it's not the whole knee joint that's damaged. It's usually a certain part of it that is causing all the pain. So with this procedure, the advantage of this procedure is that rather than replacing the whole joint, you're only replacing the part that needs to be replaced. So therefore, recovery is quicker, there's a lower risk of complications, and overall you get a quicker recovery, so you can get back on track quicker. So if this is something that sounds attractive to you, you may have to speak to your surgeon, your doctor, to see if they can help you with that procedure. Now, this is discovery number 5, okay, the final discovery. So this one is quite sci-fi inspired as well. So what this study has done is they've taken bits of stem cells from your fat tissue, basically from the fat stores inside your body. They've taken the stem cells from the fat, and they've taken it to the lab and they processed it a certain way. And then they injected that into your affected knee joint. And stem cells are known to help reduce inflammation and repair tissue, as well as encourage cartilage growth. So the results of the study are very hopeful and positive. So what they've actually found is that the people who had this done, their pain levels improved, their functional levels improved, but also according to the MRI scans, it actually in many of the participants, they actually saw that it helped to regenerate some of the lost cartilage. Now, let me remind you that for many decades, we believed that once you lose the cartilage as part of the arthritic process, that's it. Once you lose it, you cannot get it back. But this new research says that if you use stem cells to inject inside your knee, you may actually be able to regenerate some of the cartilage back. Now, let me tell you that this study is still very much in the experimental stages. So take it with a grain of salt. And also, this will take a little bit of time for this treatment to become available publicly. But again, very promising results. If this actually becomes, if this treatment becomes widely available, this again could be a massive game changer. Imagine that. you get you improve your pain levels, but you can also potentially reverse some of the damage that's been done to your knee joint by arthritis. So look, I've covered these 5 new discoveries. Look, some of them are still in the research phases, so you may have to give it some time before they actually become available. But by all means, speak to your doctor, see if these are actually if these are real options for you. Now, as always, listen to your doctor, listen to your health professional. I'm not this is for general information only, so this is not a personal medical advice, but I just thought that I'll share this because I was really impressed by what kind of discoveries have been happening over the last few years, and I think we should definitely watch this space. I know a lot of you want to avoid surgery, so if we just give it some time, I think potentially we may actually have some real alternatives to having surgery. Okay. If you guys want to see some of my other videos where I show you how to strengthen your arthritic knee, how to build a bit of muscle and improve your function, then check out the links in the description of this video. Okay. All the best for now.